Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are welcoming in the Mets for the first time. The Mets, I'm fairly sure, are only one game down of Atlanta in the NL East. Also, do not believe we've seen the Braves this year. Pretty confident of that. I don't think we've seen a lot of the East, other than the Phillies and the Marlins. In any case, I expect the Mets to have a pretty decent lineup, so we'll see what we can do against them. We just came off of back-to-back 1-0 wins over the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are leading the West. So, maybe that tells you how good they are. Say they didn't score a lot of runs against us, but we didn't score that many runs against them. Just barely enough to get the sweep. Gill's on the mound today. I didn't even glance over at the Mets side. I got no idea who they've got leading off. I don't remember the past few years to even know who to expect. Perfect S at the plate. Who I think I remember making him more of an offensive shortstop. He gets a bloop towards short himself to start off the game, and Joey does make that catch. Here's Bittner. Trying to think, did we have a Bittner at one point? Do we still have a Bittner? We've got enough AAA guys. It's hard to keep them all straight now. At least until September rolls around. Gill's going to field this one towards the third base side, and he will get it to first in time. 2 away, and here's Vernon Wells. I think he has been a Met for a while in these. Hits that pretty hard to left, but Frank should have it. He did have to do some retreating, but he got there in time. So, 1-2-3 start to the game. Kester's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. Looks like John Lackey. I feel like we've been seeing him a lot somewhere, but I don't feel like it was here. I mean, early on we saw him with the Angels, but I feel like there was another stop in between there, but I can't remember where it was. Might have been the Cardinals, actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, Kester's got a 2-1 count to start things off. He will put this into shallow center field for a base hit. Leadoff single brings Marvin to the plate. He will bat left-handed. He will look at strike one. Line drive, but it doesn't get over Perfect S's head. So that's the first out of the inning. Runner had to stay put. Chief with a line drive up the middle. So that'll put runners on first and second for Terry. Curveball catches the outside corner. Infield fly. Luis Castillo will go ahead and grab it. 2 away. Here is Frank. Likely going to need a hit if we want to score a run. And that's not going to do it. A pop-up back to Lackey. A couple hits for the Squirrels, but no runs. We move into the second inning where Carlos Delgado will start things off. Yeah, Delgado, a dangerous hitter, and his numbers do show it. He takes strike one to start things off. That curveball curved too far. And this one down in the dirt. Makes it 2-1. There's a fastball at the knees to make it 2-2. Popped foul. Will Tom get there? He does. 1 away, and here is Angel Pagan. He will look at a strike on a curveball. Swings and misses at a curveball. Looks at strike 3 on a high fastball. 2 away. Here's Jay Payton. I don't know. 6 feels a little high in the order for him, but I guess I don't know what they got coming up behind him. He bloops out to second, and that will end the top of the second inning. Still no runs in this game. Tom is going to lead things off in the bottom half of the inning. Of course, Tom's numbers aren't really setting the world on fire at number 6 this year either. But as mentioned, I think just yesterday, or maybe it's 2 days ago when the final round came out, it does not appear Tom will be an all-star this year for the first time. He grounds out to second in that at-bat, brings Zach to the plate. First pitch, curveball for strike 1, right over the inside corner. He's ahead of that fastball to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup for strike 3. That will bring Joey to the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs. He will take a fastball right down the middle. Slider a bit too low. 1-1. Pop fly, Perfect S goes back to the edge of the dirt to make the catch. We move to the third. Still no score in this game. I think it's John Buck. I think he has been catching for the Mets the past few years. Yeah, John Buck. Who I want to say I saw actually catch for the Royals back in what would have been 2007. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back. I might be misremembering that. Anyway, Buck strikes out. Luis Castillo takes strike 1. This one a bit too low. Pitch a bit high. Excuse me. And where's John Buck's baseball reference page? Oh, here we go. I just scrolled past it. Full count for Castillo, and he will swing and miss for the second out of the inning. Yeah, that's what I thought. He was still with the Royals in 2007. Saw him catch against the White Sox right before my senior year of college started. Which is the first time I've been to, well, it's Rate Field now, whatever it was back then. Lackey strikes out. That ends the third inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Still no score in this game, and Gil is due up for the Squirrels. Lackey will start him off with a slider for strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And then hits this one just foul down the first base line. So we'll try it again. This time, Gil takes the ball down and away. Ground ball here to second. Castillo takes care of that, no problem. 1 down, we go back to the top of the order. Kester started off the game with a base hit. Lackey only struck out 1 that first go-around the Squirrels' order. I probably ought to remember who that was, and I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, Kester, who was not that victim, has a 1-1 count. Hits this one right back up the middle. To go off of Lackey's glove, Perfect S picks it up but does not have a play. That will rightfully go down as a hit. Marvin hit a bloop liner that threatened to get over Perfect S's head, but didn't quite have the gas. Kester takes off for second, and he is in there safely. Pretty comfortably, I might add. Marvin with an 0-2 count now, but a runner in scoring position. Takes that pitch down and in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Lackey. Chief got a base hit in his first at-bat. If he does that again, we'll likely have a run. He will look at strike 1 on a changeup. Swings and misses on a changeup. Hits this one foul down the first base side. That'll get in the outfield. That'll work. Kester turns towards home. Chief will stay at first, and the Squirrels take a 1-0 lead. That brings Terry to the plate. He had an infield fly to second in his first at-bat. Runner on first with 2 outs. First pitch is a fastball over the outside. Similar pitch, but this one is fouled away. Same pitch, and this time Terry whiffs it. Well, that ends the third inning, but the Squirrels now with a 1-0 lead. The Mets will be back at the top of their order to start off the 4th inning. Four strikeouts for Gill the first time through the Mets order. Perfect S, not one of them. He lined out just short in his first at-bat. He is quickly down 0-2 in this at-bat. Grounds this over to second. That will be the first out of the inning. That will bring Bittner back to the plate. He ground out, I think actually back to Gill. If I remember right, it was like a swinging bunt down the third base line. Gill was able to make the play. He's got a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Actually, I think maybe Bittner's been here for a minute. Maybe that's why I'm remembering him, because David Wright's been gone for several years at this point. Bittner comes up with the first Mets hit of the game, right back up the middle. So here's Vernon Wells, who hit the ball pretty well to left, but Frank was able to go back and make the catch. He's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat. He will look at strike 3 on a high fastball. 2 away. Here's Carlos Delgado, who fouled out in his first at-bat. That slider is down and away. Curveball is fouled off over towards the Squirrels dugout, or yeah, that's Squirrels in this field. I've seen enough games here, I ought to know that without thinking. Slider to the outside for strike 2. Does not chase that fastball. 2-2, 2 outs, runner on first. And make it a full count. Runner will be off with the pitch. Which is a swing and a miss on the curveball to end the top of the 4th. 1-0 Squirrels as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Frank will lead things off. Frank with a fly out to short, right on the back edge of the dirt, if I remember right, in his first at-bat. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. Hits this one sharply, but right to perfect S. 1 down, and here comes Tom, who ground out to second in his first at-bat. That curveball down and away. At least I think it was a second base. You might double check me on that. That's what I seem to remember. Curveball in there for a strike. That'll make it 2-1. That pitch down in the dirt. It's 3-1. And that's in the dirt. Tom will draw a walk. Here's Zach. He was the strikeout victim the first time through. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Hits this one towards the middle. Lackey knocks it down. They get the out at second. Can't get it back to first in time. So 2 outs with the runner on first. Joey popped out, I do believe, in his first at-bat. Though I don't really remember where. He's got a 1-1 count at the moment, and he will put this into left field for a base hit. He feels like he's been doing that a lot lately. And that's probably going to go down as a double. Might even be a legit double. But it puts 2 runners into scoring position for Gill, who ground out in his first at-bat. He has a 1-1 count to start things here. Went in the dirt again, 2-1. Goes ahead of that fastball, makes it 2-2. Looks at strike 3 at the knees. Squirrels threaten but do not score, so hold a 1-0 lead going into the 5th, where Angel Pagan will lead things off for New York.
Number 16, Angel Pagan.
First pitch to Pagan is inside. There's a, I guess you call that a backdoor slider for strike 1. Feels like it's only really ever called a backdoor whatever when it's a left-handed pitcher. I don't know if that's fair or not, but seems to be the case. Pagan lines out to second. So that'll bring Jay Payton, who lined out... actually, it might have also been to second in his first at-bat. Got a 2-0 count to start things here. And there's a called strike. Curveball bounces in. It's a 3-1 count. And there's a line drive. That'll be a base hit down the left field line. Frank going after it. Peyton will start towards second and then go back. So here's John Buck. He struck out in his first at-bat. I should say the reason I remember him catching for the Royals is because the big argument of that night was Buck caught a foul ball behind the plate but didn't get credit for the out because the umpire said that it touched the net. To be real frank, from where I was sitting, I have no idea if it did or not. We were sitting up pretty high that night. Buck goes down swinging. That will be the second out of the inning. Here's Luis Castillo, who also struck out in his first at-bat. And he'll look at strike one here. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Line drive gets over Terry's head. That's going to move runner off to third base. Runners on the corners with 2 outs, but it's John Lackey at the plate who struck out in his first at-bat. He'll look at strike one. Swings and misses for strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. If you're going to give up back-to-back hits, that's the time to do it. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still a 1-0 Squirrels lead. Kester will lead things off for Indianapolis. Kester is 2 for 2 today. He'll look at that changeup for strike one. Called strike two, down at the knees. Ground ball to third. Bittner kind of slowly gets it over there, but gets it there in time. One down. Here is Marvin. He is 0 for 2. Looks at strike one on a high pitch. Swings and misses at a changeup. Lines this one, but it hooks foul down in the right field corner. Hits this one into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. 1 on with 1 out. Chief is 2 for 2. And I think has the sole RBI of the game, if I remember right. Pretty sure he knocked in Kester after he stole the base. Hits this one through the left side. That'll make him 3 for 3 on the day. All singles, but I'll take it. Terry at the plate, I do believe, is hitless. He swings and misses at the first pitch. And that changeup hits the dirt. Up and out on that changeup. This one slider catches the outside corner. 2-2. Fouled away. We'll try it again. Into left field. Pagan trying to get there, but he will not. That's going to score another run. Squirrels now lead 2-0. Still have 2 runners on base with only 1 out in the inning. Frank at the plate. Fouls the first pitch away. Swings and misses at a changeup. That fastball too high. Frank does not chase it. Doesn't chase that one either, but the problem is that one was a strike. So here's Tom. He drew a walk in his last at-bat. The last plate appearance, I guess. Looks at strike one. Fouls this one off just out of Buck's reach to make it 0-2. So it misses the inside corner. Lackey's starting to get tired out there. This is fouled away. Still 1-2. Pitch up and away. Line drive into left. Will this score a run? Chief's going for it, and he does get there. 3-0 Squirrels. Is this going to be it for Lackey? Not quite. Oh, he is definitely in a pickle out there. There are 2 outs as Zach swings and misses at the first pitch. Fouls this one away to make it 0-2. Ground ball to second, and that will end the inning. The Mets give up 2 to make it a 3-0 Squirrels lead as we go into the 6th inning. Perfect S will lead things off for the Mets. Perfect S is 0 for 2, I do believe. I just missed the flag down there to tell me for sure. Takes a curveball for strike 1. This one hit just behind the plate. Makes it an 0-2 count. Ground ball to second, which Kester will take care of. 1 away. Here is Bittner. We've got the first hit for the Mets today. Looks at a high fastball for strike 1. Another high fastball, and Bittner can't catch up to it. A curveball, but it curved too far. 1-2. Goes back to the curve. This time it gets a swing and a miss. 2 down. Here's Vernon Wells. He has flown out to left and struck out so far today. He'll look at strike 1 here. Looks at strike 2. Ground ball to third, but it's foul, so Gill can still get that 10th strikeout. So it just misses outside. Bit of a ballsy take by Wells. This one too low. Makes it 2-2 with 2 outs and the base is empty. Misses again. We've got a full count. Gill goes with the sinker to finally get the swing and a miss, and that will be his 10th strikeout to end the top of the 6th. Joey's going to start things off in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Squirrels leading 3-0.
Your attention, please. Now coming up to pitch for the Mets, number 46, Leo Nunez.
I sort of remember this guy, Leo Nunez. Takes over on the mound for Lackey. And he starts things off with the changeup for a strike. This one runs inside. A 1-1 count on Joey. Hits a line drive out into center field. And that will bring up a pinch hitter. This might be a little pessimistic, but we're going to go with Miyake. First pitch is in there for a strike. It was up in the zone, we'll say. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. That changeup just stays high. Check over on first. We've got a 1-2 count at the plate. Ground ball, this could be a double play. Tag out and a throw out, so 4-3 on that double play. And suddenly my pinch hitting looks like it might have been too optimistic. But Kester is 2 for 3 today. And he will get a base hit into left, so, maybe we're still on track here. Throws on the break, so it will be a single. Here's Marvin. He's 1 for 3 so far. He does continue to bat left-handed. That pitch is too low. Slider in there for a strike. Oh, changeup. Could not have missed by much. 2-1. That one up and out. It's a 3-1 count. Nunez grooves in a fastball. Marvin taking all the way. Runner will be off. And Marvin will foul it away. We'll try again. This is fouled off again. So again, Kester will take off from second, but Marvin comes up empty on the swing. So the double switch will work out as intended to move into the 7th inning. Carlos Delgado will lead things off for the Mets. It's a 3-0 Squirrels lead. The hits were very even just a few innings ago, but things have gotten lopsided. It's 11-3 in the hits column now. Gonzalez is going to take over on the mound. Delgado 0 for 2, a foul out and a strikeout so far. Changeup misses. Another changeup also misses. 2-0. Yet another changeup. It is a strike at least. And a fastball that's too low. 3-1. Ground ball over to Chief. It's a bit of a high hop, but he does get it to first in time. Going to get a replay. I think he got him out by a full step. Pretty close to it anyway. So here's Angel Pagan. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a line out. He's got an 0-2 count to start things off here. He will swing and miss for strike 3. 2 away. Jay Payton got a base hit in his last at-bat. Grounds this one off to first, and that will get us to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 3-0 Squirrels lead. Chief will lead off on the other side.
Now, please rise and join the singer.
All right, Chief is 3 for 3, all singles. This first pitch is not real close, down and away. That one's in the zone. Both sliders, I might add. 1-1. Another slider is called strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down. Here's Terry. Got a RBI base hit in his last at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Looks at strike 2. Pops this one in the air. Looks like Delgado will go way back and get it, but he does make the play. That was verging on being Vernon Wells' ball, but Delgado he had to jump up for it, but he made the play. So here is Frank. He's 0 for 3 today. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Fouls that pitch away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the 7th inning. Squirrels lead 3-0, so it is still a save situation. The bottom of the order coming up for the Mets.
Number 14.
So we will go get Hermida to go into Frank's spot, which will bring Quinton into the game to play left.
Your attention, please. Now number the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 17. Hermida.
Buck has struck out in both at-bats today, which I guess means those hits were not back-to-back last inning, but actually hit a pretty decent line drive here. Terry just made a very good defensive play. So one quick out. Here's Luis Castillo, who did get a hit in his last at-bat. He'll look at a curveball for strike 1 here. Pitch up and in. This one inside again. 2-1. High fastball for strike 2. Bounces in the curveball. Castillo does not bite. It's a full count. And that curveball misses for the first Squirrels walk of the day. Well, first walk by Squirrels pitching. That was a weird way to put it, I guess. Nunez is going to get to hit for himself, which is a little surprising. The Mets are not totally out of it, especially with a runner on with only one out. And it looks like he's going to hit to a double play. Sure does. 6-4-3, and that will end the top of the 8th inning. So he, better shut us out of this inning, unless the Mets made a horrible mistake. Tom's going to lead it off. Still a 3-0 game. Tom has been on base twice. He's walked and singled so far. Also had a ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Hits this up the middle. It goes off of Nunez's glove. Perfect S again, like he did earlier in the game. Picks it up, but has no play. So another base hit for Tom. A 2-hit day for him. Brings Zach to the plate, who starts off with a changeup for a strike. Fastball fouled off. Makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. One down. Here is Joey. He is 2 for 3. Got credited with a double. The more I've thought about it, the less I'm sure that should have been a double. I think it should have been a single in advance on the throw. But this game doesn't do that, so it's a double. Pops up to Buck right in front of the plate. That will bring Miyake to the plate, who hit into a double play in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a changeup. This is a bit too high. 1-1. Back to the pitcher. Nunez knocks this down and gets it over to first for the last out of the inning. We go to the 9th. The Mets are back to the top of their order. They need 3 runs to stay alive, and they've gotten 3 hits the whole game so far, but Shibuya not above a meltdown. So that'll get Joey out of the game then, and Phil will come in to play second. Kester will move over to short.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis, number 13, Shibuya.
All right, perfect S 0 for 3. He has hit the ball every time, but has not gotten it to land safely anywhere. He will take a 1-1 count to start this at bat. Ground ball. Terry will grab that and take it himself. 1 away. Here comes Bittner, who is 1 for 3. Struck out in his last at bat. That first pitch stays low. This one apparently gets up to the knees. 1-1. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Hits this one into right field for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out for Vernon Wells. He is 0 for 3. Flew out to the left and then struck out twice. Looks at strike 1 here. Into shallow center field. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. Oh, except for this might have been a mistake. No, he's in there safely at third. Joey probably would have thrown him out. But Joey's not in the game. Brings Carlos Delgado to the plate again as the tying run, which is a little scary. Puts it in the air. Miyake is going to get there, and the runners had already taken off. Well, not far enough. I forgot he was on third, not second. So they were able to get back. Angel Pagan then breaks his bat on a ground ball to first, and that will end the ball game. Final score today, New York Mets 0, Indianapolis Squirrels 3. Trying to remember that might be 4 straight shutouts now for the Squirrels. It's 3 for sure. I kind of feel like we shut out the Diamondbacks like 3-0 or something like that in the first game against them. All right, Chief will be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We'll be back tomorrow with Game 2 against the Mets. We'll see you then.